Hi there, I'm Fox 6 Chief Meteorologist JP Dice. Look for some warm air here over the next several days. Temperatures tomorrow afternoon and Wednesday probably working their way up into the lower to mid 70s, just unseasonably warm. Those temperatures about 10 to 12 degrees above average. Let's start out with midnight tonight. Temperatures around 50 degrees. Early tomorrow morning, some fog. We are going to see some visibility issues out there. A few showers possible. East of Interstate 65, temperatures in the lower to mid 50s by 9 a.m. Approaching 60 degrees. We'll see some scattered showers by lunchtime and through the afternoon. And you can see those temperatures hitting around 72 for Birmingham at 4 p.m., 73 in Tuscaloosa, and 66 in Anniston. And then by tomorrow night, 7 o'clock, a little bit of rain out there with temperatures still in the upper 60s to lower 70s. Let's talk a little bit about the threat for winter weather later this week. A lot of eyes on this, and this is, again, a challenging forecast. None of these forecasts are very easy when it comes to winter weather. Looking at a lot of model data out there, I'll show you this particular model. This is the RPM. We've talked a lot about the NAM and the GFS. I tell you what, the GFS, which is a global model, really blew this thing up last week and has continued to do so. These mesoscale models, not so much. And really, in terms of reliability, the models that have worked out best for us lately have not been the GFS, but both the NAM and the RPM. Let's talk precipitation type. Here's a look at Wednesday afternoon. Heaviest rain. There's going to be some heavy rain, even some thunderstorms around 3 p.m. Most of that to the north becomes more widespread at 6 o'clock. Intense rainfall. Wouldn't surprise me if we see a few areas with a little bit of localized flooding. And then as we get into Wednesday night, Thursday morning. This is when everything changes. You see that blue line? That is the 32-degree line as presented by this RPM model. So midnight, we still have a lot of rain out there. It's a cold rain in most areas. You look up to the north, you start to see that changeover around Madison County, up in the Huntsville area of some frozen precipitation. Then by 3, 4 o'clock, check this out. We'll just kind of talk about this a little bit. We are going to see some frozen precip right through here. This is Marshall County, right around the Arab area, Coleman County, Walker and Winston, Marion, Fayette, and even Lamar counties, 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. Now, what's going to happen, I think, that precip is going to disappear pretty quickly. This is not the only model I've seen doing this. The NAM also taking that precip out. So it's going to get dramatically colder, but most of the moisture cuts off very rapidly. Let's think about this for a moment. You'd have to have temperatures and freezing temperatures and long duration rain to really get those roads to ice over, because we're coming off of incredibly warm air. So 70s tomorrow, and again 70s in many areas on Wednesday. So we're not coming off cold days here. Plus, we are going to see the precip cut off fairly rapidly. It is going to be cold, though, on Thursday. So another concern, some of that residual moisture from all that heavy rain could produce some slick spots out there. I'd be especially mindful, elevated terrain, bridges and overpasses, those kind of areas. This is our travel impact map that we put together. This is a Fox 6 map. You only find it here, and this is what we think. 80% chance of some travel issues in Marion County, Winston, parts of Coleman, back through Walker, Fayette, and Lamar counties. Feel pretty confident about that. And then things start to drop off a bit. 30% chance of travel issues, major travel issues right there, just slightly to the north of Birmingham, and then southern Jefferson County and Shelby County, southern Tuscaloosa County and Calhoun County. About a 20% chance of travel issues. That's what I'm thinking at this point. Very fluid situation. It may change several times before we get to Thursday, but I want to keep you up to date with the latest information based on the model trends and at least what our team of meteorologists is thinking. Here's a look at Wednesday afternoon. You can see 68 degrees here, 31 in Memphis. 5:30, 71 Birmingham, 26 in Memphis. Notice that temperature gradient, 25 in Huntsville, 34 in Birmingham. That's 5:30 in the morning. Those temperatures falling off very quickly. By noon Thursday, we'll be around 26 degrees. That's why I mentioned some of that residual moisture could flash freeze on Thursday. That means it may not be raining, but we could have some extra, water. It didn't drain away on some of the area roadways, and it freezes up because it gets so cold so quickly. So that's what I want you to really stay focused on in terms of travel issues on Thursday is the temperatures. They're just going to drop dramatically, about a 35-degree temperature shift from the upper 60s down into the the 20s. So we're not out of the woods yet, but I'm seeing really the focus on more of the travel issues more toward the north and toward the west. And if the models keep trending this way, this is the way we'll kind of present this forecast over the next several days. However, if we see a change and see some of that precip lingering on the cold side of that cold front, we'll have to change things. But right now, we're keeping it as is, and hopefully this will help you plan for your Thursday. For most of us, I don't think you need to cancel your plans on Thursday. It's still too early for that. We'll kind of put it in a wait-and-see mode, but northwest of Birmingham, the greatest risk for the freezing rain and even the sleet. I will tell you, forecast models traditionally do not handle shallow, cold air that well. But right now, the NAM has performed well with this winter weather that we've had this year, as well as the RPM. The GFS, which has been really portraying this as a major ice event, has been the one model that hasn't done very well. So we really don't want to hang our hat on that one. We'll keep you updated and lots of weather information right here on our weather blog. Of course, check us out on TV on Fox 6 News. Hope you can join me a little later.